Yes, a very good morning to all of you. Myself, Mahesh Jagdish Pingle, lecturer Electronics Engineering, Government Polytechnic Amba. So, dear students, today we are going to discuss or start our new topic, and the name of that particular topic it is called as the wave propagation, right? Uh, in our first chapter, we discussed the block diagram of basic communication system. So, basic electronic communication system. So, in that particular block diagram, we studied that uh, for the communication between 2 points, suppose if I want to communicate the signal from suppose A point to the B point, right? So such a kind of system itself gets implemented. So input transducer is there, then transmitter is there, receiver is there, output transducer is there. So function of each and every block we have already discussed, right? Now here one more important block, one of the most important block, it is nothing but the communication channel or medium. So if this particular communication channel, if it is some physical structure, it is called as the guided media, or it is also called as the wired communication. But if this particular block, if it is free space, or we can say that there is no any physical structure present, so at that time this particular channel or this particular communication itself called as the wireless type of communication. So this particular communication, it is also called as wave communication, radio wave communication, because the radio wave or the wave propagates through the free space from A point to the B point. Now if we are using a wireless type of communication, so there is one transmitter, right, and there should be some receiver, right? And if we want to send signal from transmitter to the receiver, then if the medium is wireless one, no physical structure present, then we have to use antenna. So the transmitting antenna we have to use at transmitter side, and receiving antenna we have to use at receiving side. So antenna we have to use. Now the antenna part is also we have discussed in detail, right, in our previous lecture. So different types of antennas are there. Now transmitted antenna radiates electromagnetic energy. That electromagnetic energy will be collected by the receiving antenna, then it is given to the receiver. Now whatever the signal transmitted from this particular free space, it is nothing but the EM wave. So this particular called as the EM wave. So full form of EM wave, it is electromagnetic wave. Now in this particular chapter we want to discuss the electromagnetic wave propagation. So what are the different types of electromagnetic wave propagation? So that part we are going to discuss. Now if we go through the look over this, whatever the contents of this particular this particular wave propagation consists of radiation of the signal, as we already discussed, from the antenna, and propagation of the signal. So that is called as the wave propagation. Now radiation is nothing but escaping the electromagnetic energy from the antenna surface. So we already discussed in antenna chapter that when the conductor itself acts as a radiator. So three postulates we have discussed. There is abrupt change in dimensions of the conductor, or there is abrupt change in material of the conductor, or there is abrupt change in cutoff in the conductor. So these are the three postulates by which the conductor itself starts acting as a radiator. So acting as a radiator means itself escaping electromagnetic energy into the free space. So with the help of this escape of power, the radiation takes place, and these radiations are propagating through the free space. Now this radiated power, it is nothing but the electromagnetic wave. So we all of we know that electromagnetic wave is nothing but combination of electric field and magnetic field. Now both fields exist at the same time. So we say that whenever there is a presence of electric field, always there is a presence of magnetic field, or vice versa. We can say that if there is a presence of magnetic field, always necessary there must be a electric field. So both fields are present in EM wave simultaneously. Now if we talk about the nature of this particular electromagnetic wave, these two fields, electric field and magnetic field, are always perpendicular to each other. So if the electric field is lying in vertical plane, at the same time magnetic field will lie in horizontal plane, or vice versa. If we say that if the magnetic field is lying in vertical plane, then electric field will lie in your horizontal plane. Now depending on the presence of electric field, we decided the polarization. If the electric field vectors are in vertical plane, then we say that the electromagnetic wave, it is vertically polarized. If the electric field vectors are in horizontal plane, then we say that the electromagnetic wave, it is horizontally polarized. So polarization of the electromagnetic wave depends on the presence of electric field vector. So where the electric field vector lies, if they are lying in vertical plane, wave is vertically polarized. If the electric field vectors are lying in horizontal plane, then we can say that it is horizontally polarized wave, right? Now one more concept we want to discuss, that whenever such a kind of waves are passing through the free space, the nature of that particular wave, it is nothing but the transverse electromagnetic wave, and the speed of these particular waves are nothing but the speed of light or the velocity of light in free space, that is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Now here you are observing the diagram of electromagnetic field. So for simplicity purpose, I will zoom here this particular diagram so that you can easily understand. So this is the waveform nature of transverse electromagnetic wave. Now here what we are observing, three coordinate systems is there, x, y, z coordinate system. So z is nothing but the direction of travel, or it is also called as the direction of wave propagation. Now here we are founding is that electric field, it is in vertical plane, at that time magnetic field it is in horizontal plane. So vertical plane consists of electric field vectors, horizontal plane consists of magnetic field vectors. So Vx and Hy, these are nothing but the electric field and magnetic fields representation, right? Now both these fields are perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. So that's why this particular electromagnetic wave, it is called as TEM wave, because both electric field and magnetic field are perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation. Many times in guided communication, it is not possible to send the transverse electromagnetic wave through the waveguide, right? So that part we will discuss in our next subject, that is called as the microwave and radar kind of subject. Previously, just keep in mind that the TEM waves are applicable only for the free space, or through the free space unguided kind of medium. But whenever there is a guided media, TEM wave are not propagated through that particular guided media, and we have to use any another mode of wave propagation, right? Now if we understood the concept of transverse electromagnetic wave, then let us have a look over the different electromagnetic polarization. So here you are observing the polarization of electromagnetic wave. So as I already discussed that the polarization is nothing but simply orientation of electric field vector with respect to the earth surface, right? So if the electric field propagates parallel with the earth surface, then it is called as the horizontal polarization. So four types itself it is defined: horizontal polarization, vertical polarization, circular polarization, and elliptical polarization. So if the electric field it is propagating parallel to the earth surface, so suppose this is your earth surface and if the electric field it is completely parallel to the earth's surface, then it is called as horizontal polarization. Now if the electric field is propagating perpendicular to the earth surface, so like this way, suppose if this is earth surface and your electric field it is vertical to that particular one, so there is a 90-degree angle between this particular horizontal plane and the electric field vector, then it is called as the vertical polarization. Now if these particular electric field, if the polarization vector rotates 360 as EM wave travels wavelength through the space and the field strength is equal to at all angles of polarization, then the EM wave is said to be circularly polarized. So polarization vector if rotates within 360 degree, then it is called as the circular polarization. And last but not least, the elliptical polarization. So in elliptical polarization, in the circular polarization, if the field strength varies with change in polarization, then the wave is said to be elliptically polarized. So in this particular lecture, we discussed about the wave propagation concept, then transverse electromagnetic wave concept, then the polarization of the wave concept, guided communication, unguided communication, wired communication, wireless communication. So in our next lecture, we are going to discuss the properties of radio waves. So refraction, reflection, diffraction and interference, such a properties we are going to discuss. So meanwhile, thank you very much.